When an old sailor abandons his house in the woods, what should you do with it? Fill it with tourists, obviously. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's bear and a breakfast time. As a simple entrepreneurial bear, it is my duty to turn every abandoned property in this forest into a lucrative Airbnb. And today, this captain shack is no exception. I had an idea. What if I changed the front lobby area and made it into one of the other specialty rooms? One of the things that the captain shack is required to have is a dining room where people can eat. So I thought it would be cool to make the front room the dining room, put a little kitchen in it, and then have the front desk there. Then when guests first come in, they will smell delicious snacks, which, as we all know, is the most important thing of any vacation. And then we'll add a little doorway, which will go upstairs from inside the dining room. Okay, so if you didn't know, the kitchen in Bear and Breakfast has a negative stinky field around it. So you don't want it close to any of the bedrooms because it will lower their decoration score. I've decided the most logical thing to do is to put it inside of the dining room area. Then there's a buffer around it where stinky only affects the rest of the dining area, which does need to be nicely decorated, but it's not as important as the bedrooms. By putting the kitchen right here in this corner next to the outdoors, two sides of the stinky field go out into the out of doors where nobody cares. This dining table, y'all, it is such a weird shape, weirdly gigantic, and I could not figure out a way to make the dining room fit around it and have it make sense without making the dining room absolutely massive. I probably struggled for 25 minutes trying to figure out how to get this dining table to look nice, and I just never fully got there. The veranda is a really nice feature of this little house, and I wanted it to be accessible from one of the main areas, but I couldn't find a way to put the door that didn't just waste a ton of bedroom space. So in the end, I resolved to make one slightly larger bedroom that has a door that goes to the outside of the veranda. We are, of course, back on our eternal bathroom struggle. They need to be kind of in the middle. I figured in the end that we would sort of sandwich it between multiple bedrooms, and then there's another bathroom upstairs. You know when you're building something in a video game where you're sort of decorating, but you're also trying to optimize a little bit, and you just end up just redoing things repeatedly? In the end, I probably actually make 3 different designs that are measurably different. This is why I really like a creative mode or a sandbox mode where you have infinite items, so that you can just do this without any consequences. I mean, unless you count wasting your time as a consequence. And I mean, let's be honest, we're here to waste our time anyway. Upstairs is kind of tricky. I kept trying to figure out where the heck I was gonna put the bathroom. In the end, I decided to put the bathroom in the middle. So I put it up against the stairs, and then I just surrounded it with bedrooms. Unlike the motel, we're really not trying to stretch it as thin as possible. I mean, this is supposed to be kind of bougie, right? This is where the fancy folks are gonna hang out. I hear you saying, Mom, if we're going for luxury, why don't we put a huge bedroom up here? Just one giant one with an ensuite. And to that I say, I don't know, I gotta make some money. Even a bear of humble stature such as myself cannot avoid the pressures of capitalism. It is at approximately this point that I realized I was running out of trash yet again. The struggle for trash is eternal. I need to go hunting for trash. Despite the fact that the humans drop trash everywhere, there's never enough trash to buy all the things I want. And now much prettier carpets are available, but they are much more expensive. Where am I supposed to find that kind of garbage in this economy? So I didn't include this in the video, but what I ended up doing was just grinding for trash by AFKing in Bear and Breakfast for several hours. Don't ask me about how much time I wasted collecting trash. Don't ask me. I'm not gonna tell you. Of course, gotta put all of our lights in so that's not too dark. Fill in all of the rooms with the basics. Each room needs a dresser or drawers or a wardrobe, a bedside table, a carpet, a light, the bed, obviously, and then at least one wall hanging and one small decorative item like a plant. At least that's a system I'm kind of going off. And then once each room has all of those things, then I add extra stuff. As promised, an abundance of trash has appeared. So we are gonna buy a whole bunch of stuff. A bunch of carpet. Really excited for these like huge ones. And we're gonna get some of the new wall hangings and some of these new bedside tables. Look how nice the big carpets look, and they're huge. Oh yeah, baby, this is exactly what I was asking for. The only trouble with these nice big carpets is that they don't really fit in some of the narrower rooms. So I ended up having to get the cheaper and less decorative ones for some of the spots. But in the end, I think it looks cute still. For totally normal and not at all neurotic reasons, I really don't like it when two rooms, especially right next to each other, have the exact same items unless they're perfectly symmetrical. Don't look at me like that. So I ended up switching one of the carpets for like a slightly different one in these two rooms, and it was kind of difficult, honestly. Like these little ones didn't end up looking right. They were like too small. So I ended up going back and buying copious amount of decoration trash. This bathroom ended up being quite the challenge. It's kind of long, and I didn't want to just put like one giant. Can you imagine walking into a bathroom in a hotel and just seeing like a huge carpet, like a massive carpet that touches all of the fixtures, that touches the tub on one side and the toilet on the other side? I would die. So obviously we're not insane and we can't have just a giant entire floor covering carpet, but also, you know, you need carpets to soak up the water from the tub and stuff. So I ended up sort of going on with like teeny little localized carpets and then like rearranging the fixtures to try to make them look a little nicer. What decoration items would you put in the bathroom? Tell me in the comments, how do we feel about bathroom paintings? I think the dining room looks really, really cute. And I do kind of love the idea that everybody who shows up to this hotel is gonna walk through the dining area where all the delicious food smells are. Nothing would convince me that I had made the correct booking decision more than the smell of mashed potatoes. I love potatoes so much. I'm so pleased with the downstairs. Look how pretty all the rooms are. Not too cluttered to enjoy, but just enough decoration to look adorable. And with that, we are pretty much done. The perfect layout for the Sailor Shack in Bear and Breakfast, in my humble opinion. Plenty of bedrooms, plenty of bathrooms, very cute dining room, pretty efficient use of space, and overall very, very cute. Next time we are going to go up north. I hear there are some interesting challenges to face. If you would like to come watch me decorate live, you can visit me on stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Otherwise, this is your humble bear mom signing off. Goodbye. 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 Goodbye.